Hello and welcome to the Horizon Camper Builds YouTube channel. My name is Eli, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my latest completed minivan camper build that I just finished for my client. My client has brought me his 2017 Toyota Sienna. He has requested a solo level 3 camper build that also functions as a mobile office. He requested power station integrated in the build. And finally, he requested some special needs design elements to also be incorporated in the overall camper build design. So in today's video, I'm going to show you this really cool Sienna camper. We're going to briefly do an overview of the exterior of the van, and the majority of the video will be focused on the camper build itself. So without further ado, let's get started on today's video tour. All right, folks, here we go. Again, this is a 2017 Toyota Sienna. This one is the fully optioned limited all-wheel drive model. I have done over 20 Toyota Sienna builds from all of the generations except for the first one. I've done the second, third, and fourth generation camper builds on these minivans. And my favorite generation would have to be the third generation. And there are three reasons why. Reason number one is I believe that this generation offers the most interior space for a camper build. The second reason why is because it does offer the all-wheel drive option. Lastly, my favorite reason is because it comes with the middle sunroof. Also, we do have the sunroof in the front. I think this is an option for the fully loaded limited models. The reason why I love the sunroof feature in the middle on these minivans is because it invites some much needed natural lighting when you're doing some daytime camping, but also offers excellent ventilation as well if you're camping in warm weather environments. My client has lifted this minivan about 2 inches and also has installed some Falcon Wild Peak all-terrain tires, so this one can do some off-road trails for some off-road camping environments. As you can see in the video, nothing on the outside indicates that this is a camper van. You are able to see through the tinted glass inside the van. The reason why is because we don't have any window coverings. My client can opt to buy some window coverings from WeatherTech that would fit perfectly on all the windows and completely block the view from the outside towards the inside. This would make this van an excellent choice for stealth camping occasions if you are on a long road trip and would like to save some money on motels or hotels. This would be a great option to do some stealth camping in. Just park it somewhere legally overnight and make your way towards the back of the van and go to sleep in this completely unassuming Toyota Sienna minivan camper. So that's pretty much what it looks like on the outside. Let me go ahead and open it up to show you the camper build inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter the camper build from the driver's side by opening the power sliding door. And this is the entryway to this solo camper design build with a counter that also allows you to use this as a mobile office. This is a 60-piece build that is completely removable. Currently, it is secured to the van's floor. This build is modular. It comes in 5 different sections, and obviously all the seats inside the minivan had to be removed in order to install this build. The whole build can be taken apart in about an hour, and you could reinstall the second and third row seating back inside the Sienna to return this to a passenger vehicle configuration. 3/4 inch plywood and 3/4 inch pine wood boards have been used to construct this build. We have done the routing on all the edges, so we have very smooth edges to prevent injury from bumping into the corners. And the client has requested only polyurethane to retain the natural wood color and multiple sanding sessions to create a very silky smooth surface area that would make it easy to wipe down should you spill anything on top of the counter or anywhere else in this build. Now, I did mention in the intro that some special needs design elements were done per client request on this particular build. He requested a handle to allow him to enter the build easily, in addition to the built-in handle that came with the Sienna. This would allow easy entryway inside this build. But also, usually in this area, I make a drawer that opens on this side. We do have a drawer, but it actually opens on the other side, and this drawer will house a mobility scooter for my client. So let me go ahead and go on the other side to show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm on the other side just to give you a better look at this drawer that has a lightweight mobility scooter secured on it. We have a bungee cord that straps it in place, and then we do have locking slides on the drawer, so when you're driving, the drawer doesn't move back and forth. We have a handle, so if I go ahead and pull out the drawer, my client can have an easier time taking out a scooter in order to use it. So this particular design is a solo camper design, meaning we only have a bed big enough for one person. This bed also acts as a bench, so you can sit on it and be able to access the counter. This bed measures 25 inches wide by 75 inches long. The mattress that is being used is a folding mattress, 4-inch thick foam, also measures 25 inches by 75 inches. The cover on this mattress can be removed in order to allow you to wash it. Right under the bed, we have open storage, ideal for small to medium-sized totes. This is a bungee cord that has been modified to act as a railing to prevent items from sliding outwards. Very easy to unhook it in order to access the items. Same has been done in the middle section as well, just a longer elastic cord. The floor of this build, you could see, is secured to the van's floor, and the wood has been carpeted for a better feel when you're in here. You could also choose to have a mat placed right here to dust off your shoes when you enter this build. Let's go ahead and enter the build to show you the perspective when you're sitting inside. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way, sit on this bed, which also acts as a very comfortable bench. I'm gonna go ahead and press the automatic sliding door button to automatically close the sliding door. And now you could see the perspective from the inside. Really, really comfortable in here. Again, this middle sunroof is amazing. It invites the natural light to enter the camper build. I don't even need to turn any lights on. I have plenty of lighting in the daytime. Here we see a curtain that separates the driving area from the camping and lounging area. The sliding door along with the rear windows have a shade built in to the van, which would add to the privacy, and also the windows are tinted, so at night actually it's hard to see through these windows when there are no lights on. But again, you can purchase custom window inserts that they make for these vans to completely block and make this a super stealthy setup. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the counter area. This is a very spacious counter, plenty of surface area to place a laptop or a monitor to act as a mobile office. The client did request a drawer that he is going to use a keyboard to allow him to better utilize this as a mobile office configuration. Under the drawer, we have some storage cubbies with some built-in railings. And then you notice there are a lot of cutouts on the counter as well as inside the cubbies. My client wanted to make sure that the cords are hidden, they're not all over the place. So if he were to place his laptop up here, there's a wide enough cutout to allow him to have his charging cord go all the way down to the bottom and connect to the power station. I'll show you that in just a moment. In here, we have a storage area, again, with these elastic railings, but you could go ahead and take that out and use this as a foot area so you can stretch your feet a little bit. I am 5'9", and when I sit up straight, my head is barely grazing the ceiling. The ceiling is a little bit lower on this part of the van because of the sunroof, but it's still super comfortable to sit in here and have full access to this counter. So my client has requested that we integrate his Bluetti AC 200L power station. This is a 2400 watt power station, very capable, and it is currently connected to this 12 volt outlet that came inside the Sienna. So when you turn on the van, this power station will be charged. It does have a AC outlet connected to it. You could see it's right here, secured to the back of the sink, and currently it does have a microwave plugged into it. And then we also have the fridge, which is in this area. I'll show you in just a moment where that is. Also plugged into the AC outlet. You could see the wires are sort of out of the way through these cutouts, and then they're running behind the counter into this power station. Now, if I press the DC button, I can activate this outlet right here. This is the water pump outlet for the sink. This is an indoor-outdoor sink. And if I press the AC button, I activate this outlet right here. This counter extends to this area back here. So it is kind of an L-shaped counter. And in the corner, we have a indoor-outdoor sink. This is an automated sink. It is connected to a 12 volt water pump that is plugged into the Bluetti power station. You could see the DC outlet is illuminated, meaning we have activated the water pump, and all I have to do is open the faucet to dispense some water in here. A little bit loud, but plenty of water pressure. I do like to deactivate the water pump after I'm done using it, and the reason why is that way I relieve the pressure from all the piping underneath inside this sink cabinet, which I will show you from the outside. In here we have a storage compartment that could be accessed from the inside. This is the cabinet, the sink cabinet, and this part of it is a storage area. We have a large enough cutout to be able to reach in and grab some items. Right next to the sink, we have a microwave. I believe this is a small 700 watt microwave, very efficient, and the power station easily can power this microwave without any issues. This microwave can actually be removed, and my client can take full advantage of this counter to have even more surface area. Right next to the microwave, we have a fixed shelf. This fixed shelf is for storage items, and also this is actually a backrest, so when you lean back, it's kind of comfortable to be able to sit here and, you know, use this counter very, very easily. And you could see the design of this fixed shelf still allows you to use some storage compartments that were built into the Sienna. We have a little cubby right here, 2 cup holders, and a cubby that can be opened with this lid. Also, same on this side behind the counter cubby, we have the same thing happening. Let me go ahead and show you the fridge location. So there is a 12 volt fridge located under this hatch. What I had to do is I had to fold the mattress in order to open this hatch, which is the last part of the bed frame. You could see it clears the counter, and then right under it is our 12 volt fridge. It's located in this dip area. In front of it we have more storage area as well, to take advantage of. You could see, I believe this is like a 25 quart fridge. The fridge can also be relocated and placed right behind the driver's seat where the curtain is. This would allow better access to the fridge, and that way you don't have to fold up the mattress and move it out of the way. So that is a secondary place for the fridge. Let's go ahead and open the lift gate to show you the outdoor access of the sink and the counter. I went ahead and removed the microwave to show you how wide this counter is. You know, it's optional to have the microwave, and if you'd like it to be removed to take advantage of the counter so you can do some prepping, maybe have a little stove so you can do some outdoor camping, outdoor cooking, this would be ideal right here. You can see we have some rings screwed into the counter. These are the anchor points for the microwave, so that way when you're driving, the microwave doesn't move back and forth. It's very secure. And this is the sink again. We have a collapsible faucet, and you can easily access the sink from the outside. This is the cabinet that houses the fresh and gray water 5-gallon containers. They're easily removed to dump the gray water and refill the fresh water. And this is the storage area that I was talking about earlier with the cutout and inside access to it. When the cabinet door opens this way, it could also be used as a surface area. This is ideal to place a stove to do some cooking, and up here would be ideal for prepping, again, when you're doing some outdoor camping. Here's the fridge again. If I fold over this hatch, I have access to it. The fridge can only be opened this way, but you could still, you know, access the items inside of it, or you could choose to flip it around for easier opening and access. This is the outlet that came with the Sienna. We have a built-in AC outlet, and this is where the Blue Eddy power station is currently plugged into, so whenever you turn on the van, it is actually being charged. Speaking of charging the power station, we do have this area right here that was specifically designed to house 2 Renogy solar panels that are plug and play to the power stations. Each one of these is 200 watts, so my client has a total of 400 watts of solar that he can take advantage of. If he is doing some outdoor camping, he can place the panels somewhere outside where the sun is and be able to efficiently charge the power station. Behind the solar panels, this area was left open. This is a big cubby that was designed in the rear of the Sienna. Also on this side, under the outlets, we did retain access to the factory jack and tire removal tools. So that concludes today's video tour on this 3rd generation 2017 Toyota Sienna that has been converted to a solo camper and mobile office. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It would help this channel tremendously. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.